Hey buddies, Miss Puggy here, coming at you with another Borderlands 3 video. Today I want to showcase the black market machine location for this week, but I also want to showcase the weapon, and I'll show you what they can actually do. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You have no idea how much helps me out, and let's get into it.
Legendary? Whoa! No way, dude!
So first things first, the location of the map is going to be all the way on Promethea. On Promethea, it's going to be in the Atlas HQ, and there's only one fast travel location, so you just need to fast travel to it. Now, the actual trek to get to the black market machine is a bit of a trek. It's going to take you maybe 15 seconds, which is a little bit farther than we were used to, but as soon as you spawn in, you just want to run up the staircase, and then we're just going to run along the middle section. Just keep running forward, but I am going to cut a little bit forward just because it takes a little bit to get to. Now that we ran to pretty much at the very end of the long stretch here, we just want to go forward where you originally saw Katagawa Jr. use the Zero Tech and was killing some of the Atlas guys. And then right here is the black market machine. It's going to have 3 guns in it like usual. It's going to have Breath of the Dying, which is an excellent weapon. It's going to have Cave's Worth, which is another excellent weapon, and then the Redline, which is also a really good weapon. I honestly forgot the Redline was even in the game, so it's actually really exciting that I was reintroduced to this weapon from the black market machine, because it's actually really good. All these weapons are really good. It's really worth your money, so I'd recommend getting any single one of these. But let's actually see what the weapons can do in Sanctuary. But before we travel to Sanctuary, I just want to show it's right here on the map. I almost forgot to do it, so I'm going to zoom out all the way. Just right here on the map, and let's go to Sanctuary. Now that we're on Sanctuary, I'm just going to showcase first the doll weapon, Breath of the Dying. Now, Breath of the Dying is considered to be one of the better ARs in the game. The real way that it's going to shine is with its on-kill effect, which is really good. It's going to always spawn in corrosive. These corrosive bullets cannot apply status effects, aka the melt chance, so it doesn't have any of that. It only comes in full auto and 5 burst round. And since it's the doll, you can switch between the two, so you don't have to worry about farming a particular firing mode. It can spawn with splash anointments as well, and there's a couple variations on the zoom level and weapon parts, but the primary thing you want to look for is the weapon card damage. The highest weapon card damage that you can get is on the screen right now, which is 46k 609. It's a really good AR. It just shoots like a regular straight shooter. It shoots really well, but most of your damage is going to come from its special on-kill effect, and I'll have to go on to the battlefield to show you real quick. While I'm traveling to go kill some enemies, I do want to say that the bullets themselves do not deal splash damage. Only the on-kill effect deals splash damage. So it's highly recommended to, instead of getting a skill perk that increases splash damage, instead increase the damage of the actual AR itself, and I'll explain a little bit further in a few moments. And before I actually shoot this guy, there's one thing I gotta note. When you play Moze, there's a chance that firing the Skag Den is going to be the actual thing that kills them, so the on-kill effect isn't going to proc every single time. So basically, when I shoot the enemies and I kill them, it's going to spawn a bunch of orbs in a few moments here. You should see it right there. You see all these orbs. All those orbs deal lots and lots of damage, and since we're playing Moze, of course they also have large splash radius, but since we're also playing Moze, firing the Skag Den can sometimes not activate the on-kill, as well as short fuse, so you got to be a little bit careful right there. The damage of the orb is actually 12 times of the killing blow, which is very good to note. Due to this, you want to be able to boost the actual damage of the AR as much as possible. That's my reasoning why you probably shouldn't go for splash damage anointments, because the only time the splash damage anointment is going to help you is if the orbs actually hit someone, and when the orbs do hit, they deal tons and tons of damage. And since we're boosting the actual killing blow damage of the bullets, the orbs are going to deal a lot more damage than they would if it was just splash damage anointment. It also helps you kill faster, since the actual bullets of the AR is sometimes not too powerful compared to regular weapons. It's mainly right there, the orbs deal lots and lots of damage. That was 33 million without even using the anointment perk, because that time I didn't have it anymore. But it just deals really good damage, so it's highly recommended to get this weapon. One of the better dolls out there. Speaking of doll, I'm doing a doll only run with Zane over on my Twitch. I'm probably going to finish the challenge run this Monday, and I stream every Monday on Wednesday at 6 p.m. ET time and 3 p.m. PT time. So if you guys want to click the link on the top right for my Twitch and give me a follow, I greatly appreciate it. Next weapon on our list is going to be the Redline shotgun. The Redline shotgun is an amazing Torg. It comes with common Torg accessory, aka the gyro jets. It comes with impact and sticky, as I'll show you right here. Impact and sticky. One interesting thing to note about this weapon, despite it being a Torg, it does have a charge up. Most Torgs don't have a charge up, so it's a bit of an interesting twist on the Torg manufacturer guns. One cool thing about this weapon is that The difference between the impact and sticky is a bit better than most Torgue weapons. When you switch over to sticky, the fire rate actually increases. I'll show a better example in a few moments here. So impact right here, I'm shooting bullets right there. You can see how fast we're firing. We're able to finish the whole magazine in close to 3 seconds. Now, if we switch over to the sticky, we're going to finish the magazine in faster than 2 seconds, which is very, very good. One key thing that you'll probably already know with Torgues is that the sticky gyrojets deal more damage the more gyrojets actually hit the target. So since the stickies do shoot really, really fast, the reload effect is going to deal lots and lots of damage right there, and they go for a very long time as long as you can hit all the targets. One thing I forgot to mention is that this weapon can spawn in any element, which all have equal chance of dropping of 8.2%, but most red lines are going to be a non-elemental, aka kinetic, with a 60% chance of dropping. It does deal splash damage, so splash damage anointments are preferred for this because they're multiplicable, and the listed projectiles can be 3, but you want to try to get a 4 because the more gyrojets you can get on target, the more damage you'll deal when you actually reload with the sticky. The damage of this gun is really, really good even with impact, but I do highly recommend using the sticky. One key trick I like to use if I don't feel comfortable wasting the whole mag on just one enemy you think that's going to kill either way is that if you shoot it and then you reload and immediately cancel it with a melee, it'll start doing its triggering effect, which is very useful to note. And then the final weapon is going to be Cabesworth. I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's a Mal-on-1 weapon. It can spawn in pretty much every single element, but it cannot spawn in non-elemental, of course, since it's a Mal-on-1 weapon. It does deal splash damage, and splash damage anointments are available to spawn with this weapon. It can spawn with listed projectiles of 2 to 3, but I've seen most people want to try to get the ×2 projectile because it deals more damage overall. The fun thing about this weapon is that its firing projectiles is really, really cool looking. It kind of flies away, kind of like the Sandhawk used to do in Borderlands 2. Besides having a fun little projectile path, it does deal really decent damage. I am using the Infernal Wish, so despite it having 2 projectiles, it is shooting 3. The special thing about this weapon is that when you aim down the sights, it also, despite it being a Mal-on-1 weapon, it also has Hyperion shields, which is very cool. These shields, when taking damage, will increase the weapon damage for 6 seconds, which I believe do stack. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. This weapon does actually have a special on-kill effect, which spawns a healing circle at the corpse of the enemy for 10 seconds, which is very, very nice. Standing in the circle will kill the player for 2 times the card weapon damage, plus any other bonuses that increase weapon damage, which is very, very nice. I'm going to go to the field so we can actually see the damage in progress, so we can actually see the on-kill effect. So I'm just going to kill this Mal-on-1 guy real quick, and we can see if the healing circle spawns. Right there, it didn't spawn, but it did kill the enemy in 1 shot, which is really, really impressive. That kill didn't actually get it again, probably because of firing the Skag Den and the short fuse negating the actual on-kill effect, and once again we didn't get it. Let me cut to when we actually get it to spawn. Right here I just spawned it, so this little area is actually really small, but it does heal for a lot due to the fact that the weapon card damage is so high. Since we're on Mayhem 10, basically standing in a circle in 1 second is going to immediately fill you up, but it's not really recommended to stand in one place in Borderlands, so I'm not sure how useful that actually is. I don't think it's the best part of the weapon. It's definitely the damage of the weapon is the best part, because it does deal a decent amount of damage. I'm gonna go over to Grave Ward and show you me speed killing Grave Ward with each one of these weapons, just because of how good this week is. The only weapon that probably won't kill super duper fast is the Breath of the Dying, because the on-kill effect is really the reason why Breath of the Dying deals so much damage. The orbs are the ones that deal so much damage, not the gun by itself. I'd probably recommend using Breath of the Dying as primarily a mobbing tool unless you see lots of ads in your boss fight. We're still going to use it to kill Grave Ward real quick, and it's going to be the first weapon that we use against Grave Ward right now. I'm going to use the same tactic with each weapon. I'm going to enter, exit Iron Bear, put some debuff missiles on the enemy, apply the elemental projector on myself, and then we're going to immediately start lacing into Grave Ward right here. The weapon damage that we dealt was really, really good, primarily because of all the combos we did, but despite it not being a recommended boss killer, it did kill the boss really, really quickly. Now let's switch over to the Redline and see how fast we can kill that. And before we actually start shooting on Grave Ward, I want to say that since this is a Torgue weapon, we have to apply as many stickies as possible before we actually see the damage come in. I could use the impact, but I do just want to show you how powerful the sticky version part of this weapon is. So I'm going to enter, exit Iron Bear, do the same thing, debuff the boss. I'm going to apply elemental projector on myself, and then we're going to lace into Grave Ward real quick. And just in a few seconds, Grave Ward is instantly down. That was really, really good, a lot faster than my actual test runs, so that was actually really impressive. Now let's go over to the Keeps Worth and see how well it does against Graveward. All right, once again, same setup, enter exit Iron Bear, and put Elemental Projector on ourselves, and then lace in the Graveward here. Oh, wow, okay. That was really good. I wasn't expecting to two-shot him there. It kind of looked like a two-shot. A lot of people underestimate the Cave's Worth, but it's really, really good, especially with Moze. So I'd highly recommend getting all these weapons. Don't listen to what most people say where the Cave's Worth isn't really recommended. It's really good. I'd highly recommend it. If you know anything I don't know about these weapons, please comment it down below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.
And the last shall be first to immerse in a pass out heat, facing him out with a moxie melt till he woke up drowning in tchotchke hell. War in a cave with a torch on a wall, then a window arrangement of porcelain dolls.